Hi, hi. Surprise, surprise. Here I am. So I have the Tarot of the Moon Garden in my hands right now. And woo, Eight of Cups is popping out. Let's see what else is going to pop out for us. Hey there, Kim. Hey, hey. So here it is, Sunday. Can you even believe it? Hey, Mandy. Hey, Chad. Hey. Good to see ya. Hey, hey, everybody. So I thought I would do some tarot today and get on here and see what's cooking. I was missing it the last couple of days. We had some life stuff we had to take care of. But holy smokes, Phil's on the road and it's like, where else would I rather be? Right here. So good afternoon, Chad. Good afternoon, Roxanne. Good to see you guys. Tarot of the Moon Garden, Seven of Cups is popping out. I wonder what we are dreaming about or daydreaming about. Interesting stuff. Hey there, I hope that is Brandy and not Crystal. I think I finally got that right, Enchanted Sage. But if I didn't, then okay, please forgive. You guys will always be conjoined somehow for me. So yeah, that's what's going on. And I'm going to try and remember you guys to tap on the screen so the hearts go crazy. So maybe I'll get in the algorithm. It is Brandy. Yay! Yay! Yay for me. I got it right. Woo woo. So yeah, we're in and ready to go. So if you have some quick questions for the micros, we'll get going. And then the paid list is now open. So if you want to get on it, this is kind of what's going on. If you haven't been in before, I think it's just the regulars right now, but we'll see what's going on. But hopefully everybody's having a good Labor Day coming up. Yeah, Phil has a birthday coming up. Yes, he does. That old man. He's the cutest. So anyway, and I do offer Zoom classes and also teach. So come on in. Ask a question or two if you want to try the micro, and then we'll get into the paid list. Yours is Thursday. Right on. Yeah, it's Virgo season, guys. And that's a great season to be in. Really good season to be in. Okay, thank you, Chad, for pinning that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So yeah, let us know what's going on. If you got questions, maybe I'll change this deck. Will Em and I become closer friends? For Roxanne, let's take a look. Got Tarot of the Moon Garden. Whoa! We've got the Two of Staffs, the Knight of Staffs, and the Seven of Staffs. Wow, very, very fiery energy. So here we go. The Two, the Knight, and the Seven. So the Two is all about making choices step by step, smaller steps going towards whatever is on the horizon that you want to see, that kind of thing. The Knight is about bringing new messages forward with excitement and energy. And then the Seven is about holding your boundaries still. I think you will get closer, but I don't think it's in the romantic kind of way. Feels like more of a friendship energy. Let me get a little nosy just because I've got to get a little nosy. You guys, it's so impossible for me to not get nosy. Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, I think that this person likes to see you independent and not have you in the orbit mode, but have you doing your own life, living your own life. And then they find that interesting. And then their interest is drawn a little bit more like, okay, it's not dependent on me. So this is good news. You holding your boundaries serves you really, really well on this. Oh, I didn't put the do not disturb. Sorry, guys. Now I got that. I got that. Hopefully now I won't get the notification bell. Anne Marie. Will Em and I get closer? We have been talking. Let's take a look. Which deck is calling? Let's go to the Golden Art Nouveau. Okay. Will you and Em get closer? You've been talking. Well, okay, we have, this is the card that sometimes comes up as a little bit of a protector or overprotector, Archangel Michael, also known as the spy in the camp. So it's a little bit of the bully, the new gift, the new reward. There's something that is in there that is important. If there's something about security in there that is important, then somebody needs to be strategic in the moves they make, because this is Sneaky Pete the Thief. So will you become closer? Not if you're pretending it's something. You need to be stealth about your own security. If you're relying too much on this other person for your sense of security, it's not going to go well. You need to defend and take care of yourself. One more just for sheer sake of nosiness, because gosh, I don't like ending on that Seven. Ooh, it's going to be a juggle for a while. It's a back and forth. It's a really back and forth. So it's not a straight yes, no answer. It's not a straight yes, no at all. It's like, if you aren't stealthy about what it is that you need to do to take care of yourself, don't expect somebody else to take care of yourself. And if you're creating every judgment, every thought, the swords are all about thinking, all about thoughts. If you're creating every judgment about the relationship or the boundary or anything to do with how it's going just based on the other person's feedback, then you've got an inaccurate reflection. So be aware of what you're looking at. It's going to take some balance. Will you draw closer? Will you get closer? Will things come a little bit better? I want to just snoop a little bit more. this is giving me a little bit of timestamp. So if we take this more like 2 months than 2 weeks, then you get a new start. So it's going to be a little bit sketch for a bit. It's going to be a little topsy-turvy. That's what I'm getting. You get the improvement in about a month is what I'm feeling. That's what it feels like. It doesn't feel like 2 weeks, and it feels like 2 months. You're still with this person. But you yourself, personally, in the month, it feels like good. So that's what we've got. Yeah. So that's what's coming up. Brandy, who is this man you keep dreaming about? Is he coming in your future? Let's take a look. Ooh, we're going to the Cozy Witch for Brandy. Let's see what's going on. Five of Swords. You're walking away from some battlefield. Who's the man you keep dreaming of? We're seeing the Two of Pentacles again coming up for this question. And the Eight of Swords. It feels like that you are having a dream about the fish that got away. So when you are in that dream space, if you can look at the qualities of the character that is cast in your dream, so to speak, the quality of the attributes of the character cast in your dreams. There's something about the fish that got away energy that's coming in here for this. Not sure what's this about. Not sure that it's even realistic. It's just like cluttering up your thoughts. You need to address why the fish that got away felt like that to you. And then the Ten of Wands. Then set that burden down. Then the person in your dreams gets clear to be just who they are. Then you get to like move forward a little bit. Yeah, what else on that fish that got away for you? King of Swords. Excuse me, King of Wands. There's something about ego in here. There's something about, you know, when we learn about the roles of the empath and the narcissist and how we can get a little too dependent on other people, that kind of thing. There's something about this that is shuffling, being reshuffled, recalibrated, realigned. This is what's needing to happen. That dream about the fish that got away. Don't spend forever worrying about what might have been or what never was or what seems like overly ideal. Because overly ideal is just not going to do the job in the day-to-day 3D real life. No. So this dream is a notion that perhaps needs a little bit more outgrowing of. That's what it feels like. So that's what I've got. So, and this is the Cozy Witch cards. They are so cute. They are so darn cute. So yeah, this is one I would recommend for this season for sure. It's like, it's time. It's time. It's time. So, all right. Let me show you my commercial for the paid list. Dun, dun, dun. This is my big commercial. All right. $20 for the Blind Oracle or $30 for the year ahead. So that's these ones right here. So if you want to get a question where you ask a question, we go really deep, you can get a mini or a full. What you just saw was micros. A mini is 7 to 10 cards. You know I get nosy. A full is 15 to 20 cards. You know I get nosy. So that's $30 and $40. You can pay me at A Feisty Butterfly, and the E comes before the I. Hopefully you can see that pretty good. It's Venmo, Cash App, and PayPal. My specialty reads are right here. This is where I throw the cards, and sometimes they shift Oracle or not. And I do Bones, Crystal Ball, and sometimes I'll do Charms, but Past Lives are my favorite, and they're on the list, and I love those. So that's what we've got. I am recording the show today, so all of your readings will be recorded, and then I'll upload them after I get done off of TikTok. So, and I'll put them over to YouTube. So that's what we got going on. I hit the nail on the head. That's good. Yeah. Yeah, the preconceived notions of what we think love should be, sometimes we have to look and see if an expectation is actually what's real or if this is something we've outgrown, and that's a little bit tricky sometimes. So I'm going to get my Oracle cards that are in my other cart. I'm going to step that way and be right back because they're like, my arms are no way 7 feet long. I've got to get them. 1 second. Okay, guys. Yeah, so you can see I've got this cart and then the other cart. I don't know if you could see that, but yeah, dragged them in, back. So yeah, that's what we got. Is there a deck in existence I don't have? Oh, so many that I don't have. You would not believe. You would not believe. So, okay. Gloria, for a blind reading, let's hit it. What are we doing in here, Gloria? All right, this is a strange combination. We've kind of got these ones, I call them the bad bitch. I don't know what they're called. I don't know if they're called some kind of goddess oracle or what. I don't know. And then the everyday witch oracle from Deborah Blake. I have like 4 of her tarot decks, so that's how I remember that one all the time. But let's see what's going on here. Well, let's aim this down. You'll be like me one day. You'll be like you every day. And that'll be perfect. All right, what do we got going on? Big changes are coming for Gloria. We're not done here. Hang on. This wants to do some talking. Wow, this is yelling pretty loud. Okay, what we're seeing is big changes are coming. Claim your energy in unconscious games. This is like the chess battle against yourself, and you're like 3 moves ahead with your higher self, and you don't even know it. Claim your energy. If you can own your energy, you're going to naturally go into the moves, into the positions, into the right alignments. Claim your energy for yourself. There's this little meme poster thing that I have in my bathroom, and it says, and now I'll do what's right for me. And this is really what it is. The unconscious game, some of the lessons you're going to be letting go of, but the big changes are here. This is saying updates to your system, connect with nature, and then you're going to disconnect. And what this is telling me is you need to disconnect from the old past. If you're going into this, you're looking at the black and white, the contrast. Don't be in the land of extreme thinking where it's all or nothing thoughts. That doesn't help. It's not even so much about the shadows. It's learning to moderate, to do the art of temperance, to do the art of alchemy, is to shake things back and forth, and rebalance. There's updates to your system. You're going to be able to do the balancing energy more when you have this nature energy around you. Whether that means you get outside and get where it's green, or whether you bring the green in and have a ton of houseplants or one specific houseplant, whatever it is, the green, the renewal of the heart needs to be coming in. This is what's happening when you connect with nature. We've got hope on the horizon. Like this straight down the middle feels so good. Like this is where it is. Sometimes I'll set up the 9-pack and the tic-tac-toe just comes through just so easy. This is where it's coming through at. And this last final card of this one, how you win, hope on the horizon. You don't lose hope. You think again, you dream again, you choose new again. Being the queen of everything on this side, this is the update and the big changes. This is you acknowledging yourself in a different kind of way. It really is a time where you're owning your power in a beautiful, beautiful way. And then no strings attached. You aren't here in anybody else's version of yourself right now. And this is something you're keenly aware of. You let go of some of this. So some of this game of trying to be what was other people's expectations, you're just done. You're over it. Done. Bye-bye. Move on. You got it. You got it. Now what else is going on here? Okay, that one wants to come. Hang on. I want to be very careful. It is this one right here. What is this? Learn from life. Look at you. Ready to go. Ready to just fly and go. You're really, really ready at this time. Anything else? The green awaits is what I'm getting. This is like you opening the door, letting the fresh breeze in, and the green awaits. It's time for you going on the adventure. You're late for spring. It's not that you have to be hurried or frenzied or anything of the sort, but you know when you see the White Rabbit in Alice in Wonderland and he's like frantic, running around, he's late. You're equally late, but you're not frenzied. It's like you've been waiting a long time to throw the door open wide in order to go for the adventure, and this is what it feels like is calling you. This is what it feels like is reaching out. Like you see her here, and then you see this hand, like, come on out. Yeah, that song, Say Say Oh Playmate, is coming through. It's a really old song. Say Say Oh Playmate, come out and play with me. Bring your dollies 3, climb up my apple tree. It's just about the adventure, about coming to this point of play again and really, really enjoying it, loving it. It's time to play. That's what I've got. Nell would tell you in a different splashier, loud kind of way, but this card tells you all you need to know. And this is saying connect with that joyful heart. That's what I'm getting. The joyful heart of nature is something that comes to you. You can remember this. I didn't do a collective yet, Kristen. I did not. So this one is complete, though. That one's complete. All right. So next on the list is April, I think. Is that right, Kim? Please tell Kim what order you're paying for your reads, because once we get going, we really get cooking, and Kim helps me keep my brain on. So you so understand. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you, Alex. Good, good. Glad it makes sense to you. They're like 9 out of 10 times, or maybe even close to 10 out of 10 times, like 9.999. You totally know this. And sometimes it will be like, I'm going to tell you something super specific. Other times it's just like, okay, here it is. And I might not know the exact, but you know exactly what it is. So Mara O'Neill, I see Mara and I see April. April's came through next. So we're going to do April's and then we'll do Mara's. April is a blind. April, if you want to ask a question for a tarot, then that's the $30. If you want me to just go in the blind and look at the blind, we can do that. And Mara sent $30 for a career-focused reading. So, Mara, let me know. Let me see if I can see what's going on here. A little more clearly. Okay. Yeah, April, if you, just the blind. Okay, we'll go to April's because hers came through first. And I'm going to go back to the other page and then we'll do Mara's. What's going on for you, April? Wow, okay. We're going in here. And I'm getting, this, I think it might be like a African lullaby. It's Lula, Lula, little lullaby, sleep, little child, sleep. There's something about the fox needs to sleep. And I don't even know if this is representing a fox, but what I'm getting is the fox needs to sleep. The crafty mind needs to calm. There needs to be slumber, slumber, slumber. The cocoon stage comes up second. This is really big. This is not the time to claim the butterfly and fly right now. This is the time to cocoon for just a little bit more. This is something huge for you. Yeah, lula, lula, lullaby, sleep, child, well for mother. Something like that. Lula, lula, lullaby, sleep, child, well for me. That's what it is. It's really old. It's time for you to have lullabies, of ancient lullabies, of songs that have been around since the rocks, since old rocks, very, very ancient songs, very ancient times, since you've had this. This is what needs to happen. Then here, now this is really interesting. We're seeing the thorn. This is why. This is why you need the rest. There's something that's been scratchy, the thorn, and it's showing you like a scratchy sweater, like when you wear on some kind of clothes and it's uncomfortable and it's just itchy, like a wool sweater. It keeps you warm, but it just itches like hell, right? This kind of overly itchiness, this overly scratchiness that after a while grates and grates and grates and takes away from your peace, takes away from your comfort, takes away from what you need for yourself. These are the cards that we're seeing at the top. I want to see what's going through the arc now. There's a different shape coming in on this blind one. We're only in on this deck. I don't know why we're in on this deck for you, but this is the only deck that I felt called to for you. So let's see what's going on. The time for reflection is here. And desolate. This is where you've been. This itchy sweater has taken too much from you. This scratchiness has taken too much from you. The reflection is looking back now. This is also a come home time, a come home, reflect. Come home, you've been roaming or wandering around in other people's soup, in other people's energy, in other people's debris field. It feels like you've been on cleanup on aisle 7 for everybody and their damn dog. And it's time to just let them clean up their own shit, all right? This is their time to do this. Return to yourself. Don't wear the scratchy sweater of other people's pain, problems, and drama. It does not serve you. The fruit of knowledge is coming through, and it's coming through in the very, very blue, cosmic blue. And it's coming through. Blue is always about throat chakra, third eye chakra. This is what's coming up. They're speaking something that you've seen, speaking something that you know to be true that needs to be happening for you. It's important for you. Let this blue energy through. Come back to this state where you're cocooning yourself for a period of time. Like, this doesn't have to last forever. For the next week, though, I would definitely totally up, like way up, exponential up the self-care. Whatever this is for self, do it. It's the Four of Swords on steroids, where you retreat, you cocoon, you take your quiet time, you be quiet, you do for yourself. You go handle the things that make you feel more at home. Come home to yourself. This is important for you. Okay. The tree remembers, and you're being called to reflect again. You're being called to reflect again. You faced a little bit of shadow going on, but you're being called to reflect again, and what we're seeing is flow. Reflect again, reflect again. The tree needs nourished. Okay, I'm going to show you this down here. Let me get this down here so you can see. There's these three, then all of these coming in. What's the outcome here? What's the main point of the reflection? The thorns need stripped. It's like the wool shirt needs almost burned. It needs thrown away, done. Don't stay in that itchy wool shirt energy any longer, any further. You've been there too long. It feels like you've been tangled. If you're the swan, you're like paddling so fast, but you're hitting a tangle, and it's that itchy wool shirt that's got you tangled. Time to nest. This is a nesting period for yourself, taking care of yourself, taking care of your home space, whatever this is like no more roaming. Again, no more roaming. Come home to self, come home to self, come home to self. Yeah, tap, 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 guys. That's what I've got. This is what I've got. The come home to self is something you already know. This is a beautiful, beautiful thing for you. And it feels like a week of doing this intensely really serves you well. This is what I've got. And I think this is the Wild Things Oracle or something like that. It's just crazy beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So that's what I've got. So gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. All right. You're welcome, honey. You're welcome. Okay, we're going to go to the next one, and you understand it completely? Good, 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 good. Okay, Kim, who is next on the list? Let me know, and then we'll go to it. And I think it's the Wild Things Oracle. I think that's what that one is. But it is absolutely a stunningly beautiful deck. And it feels beautiful. You feel like you're in somebody else's woods there. Mara for a mini general career. We're going to the Wanderer's Tarot for Mara for a mini general career. Let's see what's going on. Okay. You know what? I thought she put a specific question. Let me look and see if there was a more specific question on hers. And I saw the payment come through, but I didn't see all of the question. I'm trying to see. Career focused reading, please. Thanks. Okay, got it, got it. All right, then, okay. Here we go. Wow, there's a push. There's a sense of pushiness. Push, push, push. Pushiness. What is it that you need to attend to? Somebody needs to help you get out the door. Promote yourself a little bit more. This is something that's interesting. This art of self-promotion, you see me struggle with doing commercials. It makes me feel uncomfortable. I don't love it. Underneath that issue is whether you were taught that was polite or whether you taught that you're okay to do that. And you are okay to do that, but we've been conditioned and trained to do otherwise, so it's going to feel a little bit uncomfortable. But it's all right for you to push yourself forward for a promotion, forward for whatever is more money, whatever is more worthy of your time. Now, this is interesting, the career. Let's see what's going on. Here. All right. 2 comes out right here. Really interesting. All right. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Okay, this is going to be challenging for you, like in a big, big, big way. We're going to show you what we're seeing down here, but here we go. All right, right here, we have the 2 of Cups. The 9 of Cups. This is when it's the perfect wish come true. It's everything you've wanted for. Don't rest on your laurels. You got what you wish. So it feels like career-wise, it's meeting your needs. This is a card of contentment. The challenge on this card is when we've outgrown something, sometimes we don't want to move forward. And this is, you've got everything you wish for. It could be just fine to float where you're at, but it's going to great for a while. The Page of Cups is saying you're wanting a new change. You want to advance, you want to move forward, you want to create something new. And the Wheel of Fortune is very much hinting. Now, these are the crossing cards, right? They usually come in a cross, in the Celtic cross. You got 2 of them on the crossing cards. Part of this is divine timing lining up for you. This new creative thing that you want to do as far as work career goes, I would lean into it, and I would lean into it very, very strong. Now, in the outcome, you still have these limiting beliefs. You might be stuck in your mind a little bit, and it feels like some of these beliefs, you really need to examine why they are underpinning or why they're pinning you down. And is that a true thing, or is it a carryover belief from perhaps a decade ago? That's a long, long time to carry a belief about what you can afford, what you can do, what you can be, what you can't be. How you thought nobody in your family has done this, or how you thought, but I've never done this before. These limiting beliefs are really getting the better of you. Fortunately for you, you've been stewing and sitting in this energy subconsciously of the 2 of Cups, the perfect match, the alignment match, the equal offering. So perfect is partly what I use to describe this card, but that word can be so loaded. So let's sweep that perfect away, and let's put the alignment in there. The aligned, the rightly aligned, the divinely aligned, the divinely timed is ready. You've been sitting in it and you're ready for it. Now here, this Six of Wands, look at this. This is a beautiful illustration of this. Instead of just riding the parade horse, excuse me, this Eight of Wands, 8. Six of Wands is the victory card. Six of Wands is parade horse. That's what's coming through when I see this. But it's the 8. There's something that needs lined up. It's like, see all these rails that are holding the stairs, and he's walked up higher right here. He's walked up higher beyond there. That needs investigated. What is the career path that goes higher? What is higher? I'm going to the second deck. I want exploration on this because that 6 came through so crowdy. You want the victory of moving forward, but are you ready to climb the career ladder? Are you ready to climb the path a little higher? Things are really coming at you, ready. Your ducks are more in a row than you know. It's why the divine timing is coming in. The ducks are actually more in a row. Two of Wands. There's something set up and ready for you. This Two of Wands is where you're ready to take the next action, You're setting it up in pairs. Each step has that pair. So when you think in baby steps, you're doing twice what you think you are. Your effort is doubling as you go forward. Let fear go because you've already done some of this shadow stuff. Understand what it is that you need to let go. This is having what's on the horizon and ready to take the next steps. It's not coming into you until you start taking the forward steps. It's a mandatory. A mandatory that you take the small step, it will be amplified. Oh my gosh. Look what comes in on top of this. Look at this. It is perfect timing. It is equal offering. The table is set for you, princess. It is set. It's ready to go. It's like laid out and spread before you. Ready. You have the Knight of Cups here, Knight of Pentacles, this independent woman here, and this Eight of Cups. In the future, in this next month, you're going to walk away from something that you've been doing and walk toward what is more rewarding for you. Not just money-wise, but for your soul. What you've been longing for, what has been unsatisfying, is you're ready to walk. You're ready to do something different. I'd be surprised if you stayed in the same job, employer, location, if you want to call it that. If you stay in the same job with the same employer, you're going to have to go for a career advancement, or you're going to have to go to something that makes you grow because you are longing for it. You've got this Five of Cups here that's mourning, but it's coming in as the 8. This is so screwy. It's a little bit of a whiplash. Like, I might as well have read these and not looked at the cards because there's so much whiplash. It's like you want to go forward and then you pull back. You want to go forward and then you pull back. Don't pull back anymore. When you sense yourself starting to do that, calm the fuck down. Don't pull back anymore. This beautiful card in the position of where you are now explains a hell of a lot of that feeling. Look, you've got the steamer ship going forward, leaving the rough waters and going towards the smooth. But there's steam. There is work. There is work to be done. It's almost like you need to feed the swords to create the smoke. Like the stovepipe runs on chewing up, eating up, gobbling up all these broken, limiting thoughts. Let the limiting thoughts go. They will fuel the path forward. 10 of Swords, you do have to move on. This is the energy around you. This is like the new day is breaking through. What has been painful in the past, you don't have to stay there. Usually we see this and the guy is pinned to the ground. On one deck that I have, I think it's the Steampunk Tarot, and it's like they've pinned the shadow almost in a Peter Pan way. It's the death of the ego in some parts, the beliefs, the thoughts that we've had that we need to let go of. And then also on this card is very much the sun coming for the new day. The rock bottom is here. If you're willing to let go of it, you can move forward. Four of Wands. They're just eating the grapes and dancing through the threshold and really moving towards something new. It is beautiful, beautiful energy with this Four of Wands. This is weddings, graduations, births, portals of divine time, dancing at the wedding outside of whatever it is. There's celebration energy here. I want to go also into this one. I'm going to flip it down so you can see. I want to go into this one here. Wow. Hot damn, ma'am. This is legacy. Don't be afraid to have this breakthrough. This is legacy. This is inheritance. This is inherited wealth and patterns. But this is something where you're going to do a generational breakthrough move. So You pulling a fast one, you pulling a scent, you pulling a ballsy maneuver that maybe your family wouldn't think is necessarily the best move. It's going to serve you so well. It's breaking through. It's going to provide great resource, great abundance. What else we got? You are meant to think different, and the wheel has you favored here. When are you ready to do this? Right now, it feels like you're in this energy where you have to shift the perspective, and then it's not so much you have to be cut down. Once you shift the perspective, you're on the spiral path and going boom, 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 going through. So if you are considering a career change, I would go for it. Like with super skates on, I would go for it, go for it, go for it, go for it. I don't know how to say it any more clearly. Whatever this is, the new thing that you want to add that fuels your soul, that feeds your soul, and also helps give you a little, maybe a little extra ka-ching in the wallet, this is going to be good for you. This is the time that you're coming towards, but you have to break through this, and it is the spiral path. It is the greater path. It's something that is big. You're on it in a big, big way, and it's lining up, lining up. Your soul feels it. It's like your soul and your subconscious feels it. You know when you can feel something coming down the pike? You can just feel you're on the edge of something? Yeah, that's what's going on. That is what's going on for you. Don't look any more to the past. This was the 5. I read it as the 8. The lesson of the 5 is don't grieve over the past. Look at and pivot towards the 2 of Cups. And you got that twice here. You're really, really ready. So that's what I've got. That's complete. This is the tarot of the Wandering Tarot. I was going to say the Wandering Path, but it's the Wanderer's Tarot. That's what it is. And it's gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. There's something about the modern and Victorian area in this deck that feels really like a good blend. If you think of the aesthetic of steampunk, where it blends the Victorian and the modern together in kind of a dreamy way, but then it makes its own kind of reality. It moves itself forward. It's like that steam engine being fueled towards your peace by letting go of the old thoughts that didn't serve. It fuels that engine strongly. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. So that's what I got for you. Absolutely fabulous. That's a great one. All right, water for me, and then we'll see who's next on the list, and we'll just keep rocking and rolling. You're so welcome, honey. You are so, so welcome. Yeah, it is beautiful. Sometimes we get things and it's challenging, 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 and we don't love it. But almost always there's beauty to be taught to us, even though sometimes we feel like, oh, I'm not ready, whatever. You're ready. Karen for the blind. We're going to Cyril Marchetti's Divine Legacy, whatever it is. Where is it? Where is it? There it is. We're going directly to it. All right. Karen for the blind. Let's see what's going on. Wow. Okay. Okay. There's been a lot to do lately on TikTok about crispy, crunchy Coke. Crispy, crunchy Coke. Yes, yes. Oh, yeah. Mo's in the house. She's over there right now. And she's setting one up and pouring it like with her cup at the angle, the crispy, crunchy Coke and the fizz. That's coming through right off the top. And this is the deck that's like old-fashioned kind of looking deck. Very, very interesting. Oh, my goodness. What are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? Tell me, what are you waiting for? It's a time to be encouraged for you. A time for huge encouragement. Tell me, what are you waiting for? This is huge. What's going on with this? Okay, flip that so you can see it. What else is going on? There's a need to run, a desire to run, a real readiness. Lace up your sneaks. I'm getting Post-it notes. Lace up your sneaks. Mo is laughing like crispy, crunchy. She's like over there sipping on the Coke, being all snarky. Lace up your sneaks. What that means, lace up your running shoes, your tennis shoes, your sneakers. Lace them up. You're really, really ready. The mind is like throwing out thought after thought after thought. You've learned enough monkey mind. It's time to go. Lace up your sneaks and look what you're wearing. My God. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. I'm going to set these all down right here so you can kind of see what's going on. This readiness is here. The monkey mind needs to stop. The old beliefs have to go. Lace up your sneaks. You're ready. There is something that is, it really is your time to shine, to be seen, to really stretch your stuff a little bit more. There is, you're kind of nervous about being bird in the fishbowl, and you've been bird in the fishbowl long enough. How to explain that? bird in the fishbowl, right? It's like if this one's underwater, if the fish is underwater, it's fine. But if the bird is underwater, it needs to be a seabird. Otherwise, it can't stay there. This feels like it's not a seabird. It's somebody that's been a bird all this time trying to pretend to be a fish. Like the ugly duckling was never really a duck. It was a swan. This is a little bit more dramatic of this. You were never really a fish. Maybe just caught in the water for a little bit. It really is time for you. The bird in the fishbowl, the bird needs to fly. It needs to get out. And you need to recognize who you are. See yourself differently. See yourself and your divinity a little differently. The higher self is, yeah, we're getting a lot of the I am calling you energy coming up. In Tarot land, it's the Judgment card. George Michael's Baghdad Cafe, I'm calling you. There's a cry that comes out in that so strongly. Really, really strongly. It's I'm calling you, and it's from the depths of the desert, something calling. Now, what else is going here? So many things that will distract. You bought the mask that you've worn for so long. This is a time where you have felt like not quite yourself. There is a mask that you've worn for too long, and it's time to break apart this puzzle, not complete somebody else's version of how you sit perfectly still. Break the puzzle apart, blow it up, kick it off. It's like she's got the ballet slippers on, but kick it off, kick it off. You're a bird, you're not fish. What else is going on here? Wow. There's enough balance going on, and it is time to dance. Look at this. Look at this. Beautiful, beautiful imagery. Time to dance. The Fool has worn the mask and the hat and the adornment. Also, the beak is very present here. I'm going to cover this so I can be, you know, not throwing things that people are going to be upset with, but you can see the yin yang sign there. You can see there's a little bit of dark in the light, a little bit of light in the dark, and that's what creates the balance. It's now time to honor more of the light side, the lighter energy side. You've bought into the thoughts and shadows of an old representation from childhood. The monkey mind is have you do to prove your worth. It doesn't work that way for you any further. I want to see what's going on here. I want one more right here. It is as if you have been waiting for the call, and it's almost like I'm getting the bong on the clock. I don't know if that's a good word to say on here. You know when the clock strikes 12 in Cinderella, and it's like bong, bong, bong. That's what I'm getting. Waiting for this moment, waiting for this moment. The call has been sent. Open your ears. The phone here in this picture, she's waiting. The phone's been ringing all day. The phone's been ringing for a few days. The call has been sent. Okay, I'm going to do it. It's kind of loud. But in the song, I can't let go of this. It keeps coming through. It's like, okay, turn your volume down. It's like, I am calling you. It's that loud. It's that big. It's that, and it haunts. And it goes, I am calling you. Yeah, it's that distant. It's one really loud from the distant, and you can hear it in the softer tone. Sorry if I blasted you guys a little too loud. Pick up the fucking phone. It's ringing. The clock is bonging. It's time. Get on your shoes. Lace up your sneaks. Mo is nodding very gladly about this. Really thrilled about this. It's time to get out of the fishbowl, birdie. It's time to fly. You were never a fish. You may have landed in the fishbowl much like a stork can be in water, but ultimately, the stork's a motherfucking stork. He's got long legs and wings, and he needs to stretch them and go. That's what I've got. That's complete. That is gorgeous feeling. Yeah. I would look up that song. Baghdad Cafe or something is what the name is, and it's George Michael that stands out in my mind as singing that so big and bold. There's others that do it in a different way. I think even Celine has done it, and it's gorgeous. But if you listen to that refrain, it's gonna yank your heart. It's gonna be big. That's what I've got. Yeah, it's absolutely a stunner. I don't know what that's about, but okay. So tap away if you want to tap the hearts, because I don't love necessarily showing or sharing the vocal side in this mode. It doesn't always translate as well, but you get the hint, you get the gist, you get the idea. So that's what it goes. Okay, let me get some water, and we will keep on going. And I don't know if the list is clear, if we're ready for list is clear. It's great time. Yeah, get on. I'll show you the commercial, and then if we need to do a collective, we can do a collective. And please let Kim know what kind of reading that you want done. This is how you pay me. This is what's going on. You've seen the blind readings happening. The blind readings this year, for some reason, people are loving the blind readings. And I don't know if it's just because the guides come through or if there's like, I don't know why. But this year they seem to be big. But if you want the year ahead or if you want the tarots, you know I love the tarots more. I actually do. But maybe my guides think, okay, Angie, it's time for you to do the goofy blinds more. I call them goofy because I get shy, guys. I really do get so shy. But I need to knock it off. So this is what's going on. If you want past life bones, crystal ball, whatever, let me know. Venmo, Cash App, PayPal. It's A feisty butterfly, and the E comes before the I, so double check your payment. Let me know and let Kim know so she can help keep the list running smooth and keep things going and flowing. So that's what we got. Yeah, sometimes we don't ask the right questions. Sometimes we're very much in avoidance. Okay, so I did tell you guys that I would share my big bad journal with you, and I will share it with you. So this is what I got the other day. Now, all right, this is what I got. Now this, I was watching somebody and I put Susan Lynn on here, but it's an exercise and it's called Pick a Glove. And I think in the beginning she had you pick a glove from the beginning of your childhood or something like this, but it didn't actually show up that way for me. So we're going to see what's going on here. So this glove is what emotions, it says, pick a glove, what emotions does it make you feel? And this is what I got. Now, you guys are going to get a little TMI, but here it is. Here's the glove, and here's me drawing in my little journal of this, my Big Bad Chief journal. This glove was not a do the dishes glove. This was electric blue up to the elbows, Jessica Rabbit glove for, you know, the lingerie electric blue seduction gear that I had when I was, I don't know, 22. But it was this very, very much Jessica Rabbit type of energy coming through. And then it says, what about the specific purpose? And it was remember the soul tree. And I just wrote, you guys can see what I wrote about it. So, and I'll just read it to you quickly and then we'll go to the other side of this. So there's playful, revealing, sultry, elbow length, appeal, beautiful, delicate, sensual, fragile, sexy, the art of the tease, nylon. This was the descriptions, all the descriptions, boom, chicka, boom kind of energy. Yeah, that's what was coming through. This coming to terms with this little portion of myself that sometimes I'll shelf, you know. We do different roles and we're in different eras of times, but there was a lot of this kind of vampy kind of energy, for lack of better terms. Very, very Jessica Rabbit kind of energy going on. And this was the glove that came to mind, and I had forgotten this about myself for a moment. It's like, okay, I have been doing too much practical shit if that has been forgotten. Then that's to represent the internal work of the glove, the one that you have from the past that comes up. Then it says, okay, let's think about this in the external. What is the glove that you might show others? Oh, Lordy, what came through. The black oven kitchen mitts, the practical, the big but too big, and then the light fuzzy blue gloves that I have that I use in winter when they're just like the dollar store, but they feel so soft. They're striped and they're last resort. That came in. Now, I didn't draw them so much on here, but that's where they were. And then it's like, okay, and then I had these other black gloves that I like that had mint on them, and they had like this mint color crisscross webbing, and it was great for driving. It's great for getting your hands on the cold steering wheel and being able to drive. So I drew that kind of over in here, right? And the thoughts that were coming through is, these are practical. Big is too big. Where is the dissonance? The external versus the internal. Have I become a little too practical for my own damn good? How do I integrate these? That's the question. How do you integrate the internal and the external when you think of these two gloves? How do you allow more mix to happen? And the electric blue Jessica Rabbit glove, very, very sensual, sultry type of energy. The oven mitts or the gloves for driving and whatever is convenient, what needs to be handled, attending to others' needs and attending to the daily grind, almost pushes out and aside what needs to be remembered. This part of me at like 22. And this is my lesson in here. So then I'm writing, allow more mix to happen with these attributes. Bring some of the inner out. Bring the forgotten to the foreground. So this is allowing me to be in tune with that more sacral chakra type of energy. The root and the sacral chakra. The juicy power of creation. Not just the let's get it done, let's get it done, let's attend to this, let's make the dinner, let's do. It's not the paint by numbers kind of energy. It's splash the paint all over the canvas kind of energy. This is what's coming up. And how we show the external and the internal and how we mesh them both. We allow our spirit to glide and inhabit all kinds of energies. But this is what came through in the journal. And so I told you guys I would share with you as this came through. And this came through on the 28th is when this came through. And it was just a comparison, just a little mental exercise on how we want to do this. And that's what came through. And it was beautiful to me to see that and go, okay, all right, this is new. This is something I didn't realize I had forgotten some of this other. I used to teach voice, but I don't sing as much as I used to. When my mom passed in 2020, that started shutting down a little bit for me. And I use my voice so differently now. And it's like, okay, so sometimes when I take vocal rest, I really do have to take vocal rest. Sometimes it is a balancing of, okay, am I going to be doing tarot today or am I going to be doing singing today? And how do I balance both? And I need to be singing more, definitely, because it gets me in touch with everything that is essential, everything music when it flows through you. It is like that color on the canvas. So whatever it is that you do that is your gift that you can allow to flow, that was certainly the lesson for me. If that's helpful for you, this is like vulnerable space to share a journal live, but this is what came through. And I promised you guys I would share it straight up, and that's what it came through as. So you can see the shape of this kitchen glove. I'm not in love with that shape. And the artwork, yeah, I'm not here on the planet to be an artist, no. But the cross hatching and where they cross paths on those other mint gloves that were a little bit sleeker and a little bit nicer, but also warm. And then this one, this one is the other one, the Jessica Rabbit glove. So that's the one that I went to. So that's what I have from the Big Bad Journal. So I'm putting that one down, and then we can go into a collective if we need to go to a collective. But that's what was coming through on the Big Bad Journal. And you guys know that I will share that with you. If it's helpful to you at all, great. If it's just story time and people have scrolled on by, okay, whatever. This is me honoring what I said I would do and sharing how it, when we can share that. So that's what I've got. Let me get some water, and we will see if the list is got anyone new on it or if we're going to go to do the collective. We're going to do the collective in the Shadowlands, so I'll check for the list in a minute, but whatever. That's where we're going, in the Shadowlands. Okay, let's see what we got here. Why are we getting this? It's not just shadows. There's a mist coming through. It's like we're going through, you know, the foggy morning when the mist is still on the ground. It's more than just the shadows. The shadows haven't been here. There's not enough of sun upness yet. We're still traveling around in this mist for a little while. This feels very collective. There is a mist still going there. You can let the mist burn off, fade off, knowing for sure that the sun is coming and the fog or the mist will burn off, will dissipate, will warm up enough that it will be gone. Things will be made clear. But while we're walking in this mist, and it feels like walking in the fog is about up to our knees, if that makes any sense. It feels like that's what's going on, so let's see what's going on here. Okay, these went through, so we see what happens. Oh, okay. All right, here we go, guys. So what we're seeing here, this is that beautiful, beautiful Six of Swords where in that one that was the Wanderer's Tarot, it showed them feeding the swords or the swords in the steamboat, that coming through. This is like us letting go of some of our old baggage, being a little bit more raw, being a little bit more vulnerable, a lot more authentic, being just a wee bit more brave, shine such a huge light. The Eight of Wands, sending this energy forward is huge, huge, huge for us. Huge. The Four of Cups, the versions of ourselves that we've seen, we need to remember, but not stay forever sleeping, dreaming. It's time to wake up. Now, this is usually one where it says retreat, retreat. And what I'm getting from this is not so much that you have to do more, do more, do more. No, but you've sent some messages forward. These have been sent. The ducks are in a row. You can't stay forever sleeping. Even Sleeping Beauty had to wake. She wasn't meant to sleep forever. The sleep has been long. And the further removed the dream is, the further back the dream is, the further back the shadow is, sometimes the harder it is to let go of. Let it go, let it go. Move forward towards what it is that calls you. Move forward towards what it is that haunts you. Let go of the haunting pain and move towards the haunting creation. The haunting creation, the work that must be done, that must be gotten to, the thing that really pulls you, that draws you, is powerful. The Knight of Swords comes through. It's like you are holding the sword of truth in your hand and you are ready to charge. Again, moving forward. You know in your waking moments, you know when you've been in avoidance, but you know better and focus more on what is calling you forward, what is asking for you to engage, what is saying, you cannot deny this truth about yourself. You cannot deny it. So offer up in all of its flawedness, in all of its beauty, in all of its imperfection. It's when I'm doing tarot and my vocals feel like they're somebody else's. It feels like somebody else is trying to run my voice. It's really tricky for me sometimes. It's like it doesn't connect in quite the same way, and especially in light language land, it doesn't connect the same way. But if I can let that be out of the way to let the message come through to you, then I've done my job. If you think of Judy Garland and Over the Rainbow, she was not pitch perfect on Over the Rainbow, and it has transcended time so beautiful. So many people have covered it. So many people have done this same song. And it is a gorgeous, gorgeous song. It wasn't pitch perfect, but it was absolutely what needed offered. Absolutely. This is what the Knight of Swords is saying. Offer. The ducks are in a row. You know enough to offer what it is. Be bold, be confident in what you offer. Claim what is your birthright to offer and share with others. This is a big damn deal. A big damn deal. The Page of Cups is here. This is inspiring creativity. This is when you get the stinky fish tea. You go to the water, you come up with a fish, and you're like, not what I asked for. Hello. We don't know sometimes what we want. We'll think we know as a younger version of ourselves, whether we're a teenager or in our youth. We think we know of something. And then the universe sends us some kind of curveball, and we're like, did I really want that? Yeah, we don't always know what we want. But when our heart, our deeper, higher self knows the truth of what it is that we want and what we need. And the dreams of childhood sometimes shift and we don't realize we've grown into a different dream altogether. We've spent so much time thinking from a past version of our mind instead of thinking with our heart, that when that happens, when it's presented, boom, wrapped with a bow, sometimes we don't even recognize, and it looks like the stinky fish. We're like, I wasn't sure I was looking for that. And then we look at it again. And it's like, that's exactly what I wanted, and I never knew it. That's what's going on. Because consciously, we've been in our own way. Consciously, the Six Swords have been in our own way. All we know to do is get rid of the baggage. All we know to do is get rid of the thoughts that don't serve, right? Wheel of Fortune on this. The time is here right now. And the Wheel of Fortune timing, it's like dialing in that third combination. It's divine timing. It's the fates conspiring for you. And then one of my favorite cards of this deck, it's why I bought it. And I don't really love spiders in real life, but these were so cute. I had to fall in love with these. These are great. These are so good. So these ones, the Chariot and the Balance, it is like riding the Wheel of Fortune. It is riding your destiny instead of fearing it. It is riding and charging forward. Beautifully so, strongly so. This is what is calling us forward. This desire, this need to create, to share, to bring forward, and to let whatever is perfect or imperfect not matter. Let what is essentially, quintessentially us, what is our truth to the bone, shine. Not just be peeking out a bit, but let it shine. That is a huge amount of balls required to do that. A huge amount of bravery required to do that. It's time to wake up, my darlings. It's time to wake up. Anything else? Yeah, well, this is coming in, and I'm going to flip this down so you can see. We had 4 here, 3 here, and it's coming in as if it wants one more. I'm not sure if it's going to be 2 or 1 more, but that pyramid shape is coming in. Very, very sacred energy when you're dealing with pyramids. Very ancient energy. 6 of Cups. This is, remember, you wanted to be at this party. This is the card of nostalgia. A spiritual nostalgia going on. Remember, you wanted to be at this party. For whatever reason, your spirit, your divine soul went lightning fast. When sperm hit egg, you went lightning fast and you landed here, planet Earth, ready to go to Earth school. Let's do this. We forget, we get bogged down, and it's like, oh, I forgot. Yeah, life is hard. Oh, this adulting sucks. I don't like doing this. Calm down. Offer up. That's the whole thing. Offer it up, offer it up, offer it up. All you have to do for your whole life's assignment, to stay on purpose, to stay on task, to stay in what it is is show up and offer up what it is that is you. You know you better than anyone else. You know exactly what it is that scares the shit out of you that you need to do anyway. And you know what it is that is a waste of your time better than anyone else. You don't be someone else's version of you. You be your version of you. And you offer that up and share because nobody else can do that for you. It's super powerful to know that. The time is here to do that. It's like, let's hit it. Step on the gas. Let's go. That's what I've got for the collective, guys. That's complete. Holy smokes. That is gorgeous reading. And this is the Shadowlands Tarot. It's one of my absolute favorite tarots. So that's the collective. You guys have heard me preach on that plenty. You've heard me preach on it plenty. But it is a time where if you're bold enough to show up and ballsy enough to show up as authentically as you can, things double, things double, things double. Don't worry. The angels are with you right now. The angels will do this over and over and over, amplifying. So this is what's going on, and it's going on big. All right, I'm getting a little bit of water. We'll see what's going on the list. We'll see what else is going on. If we want to do more tarot for a few minutes, or if we want to call it, maybe I'll come back a little later, or maybe I'll be on tomorrow. We'll see what's going on. I don't know. Water is necessary. That's what I know for now. And if there's specific decks that you want to see or get to know, let me know. I know I tend to go to some of my favorites. I try and rotate them out, but I do actually get some that are particularly more favorites than others. So it's like, all right, that's going to happen. Even though I have 650 decks, I do have a few that are favorites. Some of the favorites, okay, some of the favorites are, this one you guys have seen a bajillion times, but this is Dark Mansion. Very much one of my favorites. You guys have seen this. That's the back. So you guys have seen this one. Another favorite that I have that I will share with you for a minute. This is a newer favorite. This is that Enchanted Dreams. Very, Dreams is the correct description of this. Kind of like an ethereal, almost oracle flavor. Very beautiful energy. Even the Three of Swords. Look, she's there to learn something from the pain. Really beautiful. The Three of Cups. Anything with butterflies. Lots of butterflies throughout. There's all kinds of butterflies in the Star Tarot. Let me get that one. We haven't shown that one in a while. 1 second, I'll get it. This one's got an excellent guidebook, the Star Tarot. Let me see if I can find a butterfly. This is their hangman. I mean, just look how gorgeous this is. This one I love. There's a beautiful, look at that butterfly on the sun there. Gorgeous. Star Tarot has a really great guidebook. Storyteller's Tarot is on its way, Brandy. I ordered it on the Hay House sale, guys. I'm so excited. So it's on its way. I'm not sure if that's the one that was you guys were thinking of, but yeah, a lot of the cards will have butterflies in it, and of course I love the butterflies. Of course I do. Let me put that there. Steampunk is one of my favorites because it's one of them that when Phil first started getting tarot for me, that's one that he got. Crow Tarot is beautiful. Guardians of the Night is beautiful. I haven't got that one. Kim got me this one. It's a gorgeous one. It's got all kinds of animals. I don't know if it will show. Hang on. This one. Now, this one has all kinds of, this is MC Culhane, has all kinds of animals. Let's see if we can find if there's anything. It's got all kinds of winged creatures. Look at the spiders in here. I love the way the animals are done in this one. I don't know that it's got a butterfly. It's got even a beautiful bat for justice. I mean, this one needs, some of the wider decks don't get as much attention from me because they're wide. They're tricky to shuffle and I have them set back. I'm going to need to pull some of them forward a little bit more. But, I mean, look at this. Gorgeous. Look at that. Look at that. That's the Nine of Cups. I had forgotten how gorgeous. Yeah, I might need to rotate some of these a little bit forward. Yeah, this is a beautiful one. And she did the Crow Tarot, and then I think she's done maybe she's done some sort of city or urban tarot too. I'm not sure, but it seems like she has. So that's a great one. I mean, it's a really great one. What else is a favorite? Gosh, there's so many, guys. I love them. It's like having picture books when you're a kid and you have all the different stories that you love. It's really fun. Oh, this puzzle is going kind of wacky.